Another example, Judges chapter 20, verse 13. Judges chapter 20, verse 13. So it says in the English translation.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, so in the English translation, it says, "Now therefore give up the men, the worthless fellows in Gibeah, that we may put them to death and purge evil from Israel. But the Benjaminites would not listen to the voice of their brothers, the people of Israel." Now, with regards to this specific verse, it pertains to the part, the Benjaminites. If you go to the Jewish literature, more specifically in the Otsar Midrashim, the Qiri and Ketiv, Midrash Qiri velo Ketiv, it says the following, and these are rabbis, by the way. It says the following: "But the children of Benjamin would not yield." And then they refer to Judges chapter 20, verse 13, this particular verse. The word the children of is missing, for they did an abomination, a disgrace and lewd act in Israel, and they deserve to have their descent from the righteous Benjamin retracted and to separate them from his generations and inclusions. And they did not call them children of Benjamin, for they did not yield to listen to their brothers. So could you imagine? Again, here an instance of something that is read, but is not actually written.
So
and then they
base inserting stuff into the text that doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist. And then they give their own interpretation with regards to this specific word.
They're just applying their own interpretation, and bro, that's wild. Can you repeat that one more time, man? Because I think people need to hear. Oh yeah, everyone, just wake up if you haven't, and wa alaikum salam to all that have come in. Can you repeat that one more time, Sammy?
Yeah, sure. So this particular verse, again, I'm going to read the verse, then I'm going to make the same point. So in this verse, it says, "Now therefore give up the men, the worthless fellows in Gibeah, that we may put them to death and purge evil from Israel. But the Benjaminites would not listen to the voice of their brothers, the people of Israel." The Jews or the rabbis say with regards to this specific verse the following. In the Otsar, Midrashim Qiri and Ketiv, the Midrash Qiri velo Ketiv, it says, "But the children of Benjamin, or the Benjaminites, would not yield." And then they reference this particular verse, which is Judges chapter 20, verse 13. The word "the children of" is missing. For they did an abomination, a disgrace, and a lewd act in Israel, and they deserve to have their descent from the righteous Benjamin retracted, and to separate them from his generations and inclusions, and they did not call them children of Benjamin, for they did not yield to listen to their brothers. So basically, what they're saying is...
That's wild. But continue, sorry, one sec. I'll be away from my phone, but I'll be listening.
Oh, okay, no problem, Akhi. So basically, they base a complete interpretation on a word that is not even written there. That's the crazy part. So they basically interpret this verse in a particular manner on something that is not even written there in the first place. And then they try to harmonize this by ascribing abominations or disgraceful or lewd acts to the children of Benjamin, so as to harmonize their reading that is not written in the text, which is crazy. Like, if this is not a post hoc fallacy, I don't know what is.